I want to go back to something you said earlier because I know a lot of people will hear you say, "Well, Candace, you're speaking a lot about the black family, but then you married a white man."
Yeah,
Dr. Umar would have a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Dr. Umar?
I have heard of him. I have not listened to him, I'll be honest. What is his argument, actually, if you could just repurpose?
We got you right now. Welcome back to What TV. It's your boy Ace, and we gonna jump right to it.
One thing you have to understand, the white power structure, through the government or through the corporate structure, they find influential Negroes and they buy them out in order to change the level of consciousness in Black America. Candace Owens was sponsored by the white power structure so she could begin to dilute the Black first narrative. Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson, these kind of Negroes, these types of Negroes are found and funded. They are found and funded.
Right. We got you.
In order to distract from the narrative.
True.
See, you have to understand something. Intellectual confusion is the enemy of mass organization, Brother Robert.
We got you, but it happens on both sides, brother man.
Intellectual confusion is the enemy of mass organization. So what they love to do, they see me out here, right? So they say, okay, let's look at the Black intellectual landscape. So they set back and they say, okay, we have to continue to control the narrative. Social network is making it difficult for us to control the narrative for Black America. Because you have people like Dr. Umar Ifatunde, who's the leading Black radical scholar in the world for African people. We have Dr. Umar Ifatunde, who's the leading Black radical scholar, period, in the African diaspora.
Right.
Then underneath him, you have all of these copycats who take his content and repeat it. So he has a whole movement, the intellectual insurrection that Dr. Umar is leading. They say, okay, we have to take away from Dr. Umar's power in the social media sector because he's getting too many views. And Black people are tuning into Dr. Umar as much as they tune into CNN. Black people.
All right, enough of that. We got you, Umar Johnson. People are tuning into you. We got it. So we just want to know, if you're going to fry Candace Owens up, because Candace, I got you, girl. I got you. Dr. Umar Johnson, if you are going to fry Candace up, we got to point at Karen Civil. Because, listen, at least Candace Owens, she admitted she didn't vote for Donald Trump. She did not vote for Donald Trump. But you had people like Karen Civil pushing that bull and have our presidents doing the dab dancing, looking like a chicken out here. And we had no problem with that. Nobody called her out when she had Hillary Clinton running around with all these rappers doing all this nonsense, pushing the same garbage to us. So is it cool when Democrats do it? Or it's only cool when Candace Owens says she's rocking with Donald Trump? Because that ain't right. Candace, she's all right. Let her do her thing. If she wants to push Republican, push Republican. But we're not going to just point at Candace and let Karen Civil off the hook, because she did way worse. She had Hillary Clinton with every rapper. They was running around to every college doing the dab and the chicken head and any dance you could think of. I don't see Candace Owens promoting any stupid dances with Trump. Holla at me, man. We got to get at Karen Civil. And Dr. Umar Johnson, lay off Candace. If she wants to push Republican package, let her push it. Because at least she admitted she didn't vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, it's necessarily bringing in those ideas, the Pusha T's, the certain things we should partner with, even, coming on the show. And it's just, people kind of, like, I got a lot of backlash. People like, oh, you're pandering. She's using you to pander. I was like, listen, you want people to hear your side, hear your views, hear your objectives on how you feel about a certain situation. You want your voice to be heard. That's why we're here and she's listening. And then you get upset when she listens. So I'm like, this is just what it is. It's just like I want her to be a part of culture. It's not pandering. It's just like I want her to notice us, to see us for who we are, and her team was open to it. They loved it, and I had an incredible time. It's something I can add to my resume. Like, yeah, too bad we didn't win.
Dr. Umar Johnson, they didn't even win. And Karen Civil had Hillary Clinton running around here doing all type of chicken head dances. And let's see how they got Karen. Let's see. You said that they like to pull people like Candace Owens, right? Yeah, you're right. They do it on the Democratic side too. Let's see how they recruited Karen Civil. They just picked her up out of the mud.
Now, how'd you get into politics, Casey?
It started like 2 years ago. Terrence Jenkins, he invited me to the White House. So he was doing a whole bunch of Champion of Change events. And that was a first for me, because I was just like, he was like, you've ever been to the White House? I was like, no, why? He was like, well, do you want to come? I'm like, why? He's like, well, they're doing all these things. You have a social voice and a platform. You should use it outside of entertainment. So it started with Terrence, and I eventually got a speaking engagement there. And then Diara reached out because she saw all the stuff I was doing at the White House. And then she was like, hey, we love that you're using your voice and your platform in a certain way. This was sometime last year. And she said, like, what do you think about Hillary? And I was just like, it's a weird situation, because at the end of the day, I'm still a Haitian American. And the stuff that the Clinton Foundation and things have done in Haiti haven't always been put in the best light. And a lot of conversations still need to be had about the things that were done and the money that was collected and stuff like that. So I was like, that's a conversation that I want to have. But instead of complaining about it, I said, if I can be part of fixing this and be part of a solution, me going in and being a part of this team, eventually being able to bring in other people who can help rectify certain situations and learn how to help Haiti moving forward, why not do it? So, they had an event in Atlanta, a grassroots for African American event, and she was like, do you want to host it? I said, sure, who's going to be there? That's my first question. And she told me Monica. She listed all these people. She said, Usher. I said, cool. And she got to Monica, and that's what really, like, I'm just a fan of Monica.
All right, salute to Monica. What up, Mo?
So I was just like, Monica's gonna be there? Cool, I'm coming. So I was excited more than anything, even when I met.
Okay, so you see Dr. Umar Johnson, Hillary Clinton picked Karen Civil and had her doing the marketing strategy. Had it with every rapper, R&B, black person that we all love, okay? They try to get to us through our music, okay? I don't see Candace Owens trying to promote and try to influence our minds through our musicians and our actors that we love. That's something Karen Civil pushed. Okay, so if we're gonna get on Candace Owens, we putting Karen Civil on the hot seat, because I haven't heard from her in a long time. Okay, she's probably doing her thing, and shout out to Karen Civil, because I see her plight and how she had to grow, but they used her. Okay, and after that, she went out and got her a Wraith. Okay, trust me, the year that this happened, you seen an immediate blow up in Karen Civil. I tried to find it, but couldn't find it. But we're gonna run it, because they even talked about it. All right. Got her doing a dab and all this nonsense.
She got that. I called her, said
He's such a
congratulations.
Yeah, no, he did. I was just like, oh wow. I feel like, because he's like you're like the car aficionado. Yeah. It does not reflect upon me. So it's just like, your opinion is your opinion, but it's not my reality.
Now let's talk about your branding agency, because you've launched this new agency.
I folded.
You want all the money, huh? You just want all the money.
Karen got a Phantom, Ghost, or some type of spirit.
It's called a Wraith.
Okay.
It's called a Wraith. And the funny thing is, I don't call Karen much, but when she got that, I called her, said
He's such a
congratulations.
Yeah, no, he did. I was just like, oh wow. I feel like, because he's like you're like the car aficionado.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I got a stamp. And then Fab liked it too. I was like, oh, okay.
Trust me, I liked it too back in the days. I remember you rolled that Wraith out on the gram. I was like, holy, because I remember Karen Silver back in the days. She used to be somebody that you could just run into. So when I saw her like with the Hillary Clinton campaign, I was like, what in the what is Karen Civil doing with a politician? Come to find out, I found out. Hey, that was Karen Civil's marketing. Get her with all the rappers and doing a little bit of this. And we talk about pandering to blacks. Yeah, got her doing the nay-nay too. Yeah, look, she's doing the nay-nay like she's waving her hands in the air. I remember Karen Civil had Hillary Clinton going around to every single college. Every college that Hillary hit, if you saw, she did the nay-nay or the dab. And we talk about pandering. So if we're going to get on Candace Owens, we're going to get on Karen Civil too. Dr. Umar Johnson, chill out, all right? Tap in too. And let us know your thoughts.